Welcome in, Tamers. Today we're finally going through that adventure deck list that I ran in one of my videos in the past. Sorry it's taken so long. I thought I'd recorded it, apparently hadn't. So here we are. But we're going to run through Adventure today. It's a great deck that basically utilizes both of the new starter decks, what was it, ST20 and ST21, on the WarGreymon and MiniKill side, and kind of just mashes them together in a way that I think Bandai wanted everyone to do, along with maybe one or two pieces from the BT21 set that also came out pretty much around the same time. So we're going to kick it off with the eggs, and we are of course running the ST21 Sunomon. This is because I feel like this is just the better egg of the two, because Sunomon allows you to return a piece of the adventure deck from your trash to your hand, and it's really great as well, especially if, say, your turn 2, when you can raise and swing. If you just raise and swing with a rookie, you're going to be able to return that rookie straight back to your hand no matter what. And then, simply because of everything else that we're going to discuss in the deck, you can probably play that rookie again for a reduced cost, maybe even for free, and it will allow you to turbo back into your entire stack and push from there. So that's why we run the Sunomon. It's basically a no risk, all reward sort of thing. Moving on to the rookies, I've opted for 4 of the Biomon. Again, everybody's adventure profile is probably going to be different, however Biomon I've seen very consistently across every profile, and that is because this is an on-play reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with adventure trait, and 1 such tamer or option card with, so 1 adventure trait, tamer or option card to your hand, return the rest to the bottom. More often than not, you're getting 2 hits, really. Also, during your turn, this Digimon gains 2k as the inherit, so it's just a very nice card all round. I'll be completely honest. I'm then running 3 of the Palmon. This again is because more card cycle, and that's basically all you need in the Digimon card game at the moment, is just hand cycle to find the pieces you need in order to push your deck all the way to the top, right? The Palmon is an on-play by trashing 1 card with the adventure trait in your hand, draw 2. Trash 1, draw 2 is pretty standard across the game, but really, like, locking it down to adventure trait means that this Palmon can't be played in, like, Bloomlord, for example, which is really nice. It kind of slows down Bloomlord. Well, it doesn't slow it down, let's be honest, that deck is still pretty crazy. But, yeah, it means that this can't accelerate it. We're running 3 of those. Now then, I'm running 3 of the Gabumon, simply because we're maxed out on the WarGreymon, but we'll get into that a little bit later. And this Gabumon, of course, allows you to warp if you have 3 or more total colours with your tamers, or your opponent has a 10,000 or more DP Digimon. It allows you to warp evolve into MiniKill for a cost of 4, ignoring Digivolution requirements, which is it's really nice. Like, I can't argue with that in the slightest. It's something that I don't do as much, and I probably should, especially considering you only need to have 3 or more total colours with your tamer, and that's very easy with this deck, so it's definitely something I need to do more. However, draw 1, drop 1, standard purple is the inherit, so yeah, it's not bad at all. Something I didn't touch on Palmon, the inherit is all turns this Digimon gains 1000, so that's why we also run that, just DP inherits, very nice. So that's the Gabumon. Moving on to our level 4s, we're running 3 of the Birdramon. This, of course, is one of the main pieces, combined with a Togemon, which we will basically lump together here because the main effect is the same, which is an on-play when digivolving. If your tamers with the adventure trait have 3 or more total colours, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the adventure trait in hand without paying the cost. Take a shot for every time the word Digimon is said in this video. I'm joking, please don't. But yeah, the Togemon and the Birdramon have the same effect there. And again, this is a really easy, like, turbo into a level 5 sort of deck, right? Because you drop this for 4, maybe less thanks to the tamers, maybe even 3 thanks to the tie, which we'll get to a bit later. And then if you have literally any 2 tamers, basically, on deck, you are able to evolve into a level 5 without paying the cost. And it's just insane to me that this has happened. Why has this happened? But you know, I see the utility behind it, and the deck needs it. 100% the deck needs it. The only difference between the Bergera and the Toge, of course, is the inherits, whereas where the green side Togemon has all turns this Digimon gets plus 1000, and the Bergeramon has your turn this Digimon gets plus 2000. So you can kind of decide what you want to do there, if you want to have an all turns plus 1000, or if you want to have a big swing during your turn. The other level 4s we're running are Kabuterimon, which is nice. It's a nice, like, hey, I'm starting to build my stack sort of card, because it's when Digivolving, if you have one or fewer Tamers, you may play one Tamer card with the Adventure trait from your hand without paying the cost. This card lets you get set up, this card lets you kind of be ready for the main bulk of what you're going to do in the deck. And finally, the last one is, of course, the Greymon from BT21. On play when Digivolving, if you have a Taikamiya or Tamer with the Adventure trait, give one of your opponent's Digimon start of the main phase this Digimon attacks until the end of the turn. This is great for if you're stuck on a level 5 and you have an ace in hand, and you don't really want to evolve that ace instead, right? You can either simply play Greymon for cheaper, evolve Greymon for even cheaper, I guess, and figure it out from there. But yeah, those are level 4s. On to the 5s. Now this is where every adventure deck varies from what I've seen. This is kind of what I've landed on, and this is my opinion of what I've enjoyed playing the most. We're running 2 of the ST20 Garudamon. On play when Digivolving, for the turn one of your Digimon gains Security Attack +1, and for every 2 colours of your Tamers, plus 2000 DP. So it gains the Security Attack +1 no matter what, and then it gains possibly 2, 4, or 6,000, I guess, at its maximum. Which isn't bad at all. It's great. Allows you to be high DP, kind of swing without regard at that point. But also at the same time, all of these level 5s are going to have your turn once per turn when your other Digimon are played or Digivolve. If any of them have the Adventure trait, one of your Digimon gains Alliance for the turn, then one of your Digimon may attack. Nice. Gain Alliance, Force Attack. Amazing. And like I say, all of the level 5s are going to have those. It's not going to vary in any way, really, but it's kind of nice. So not only do you gain the Security Attack +1 from the Garudamon, you're gaining another Security Attack +1 from the Alliance. So you're swinging possibly 3 checks just off of evolving into Garudamon, which we've learned can be for free off of the Bergeramon or Togemon, which could even be for free off of a Taikamiya. Or if you have like 4 of the Tamers down, it could be for free as well. So it boggles my mind, right? Zudamon, ST21 we are also running. For one of your opponent's Digimon, trash any 1 Digivolution card for every 2 colours of your Tamers. Then return one of their Digimon with 1 or fewer Digivolution cards to the hand. Cool. So you're stripping 1 source for every 2 colours, and then you are returning 1 Digimon to your opponent's hand with no sources. With 1 or fewer sources. Which is, it does the job. When people have to emergency hard slam aces, it does the job. Against Royal Knights, it's a divine card, I must say, honestly. But that's kind of Zudamon. He's there for a bounce, he's there for a source strip to take out important sources if and when you need it. Not much else to add, really. Angelwomon, one of the biggest combo pieces in the deck, of course, and that is, on play when Digivolving, one of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card, oh, Christ, with the Adventure trait in the hand without paying the cost. So, really, you've got your level 5 stack on deck, maybe even your level 4 stack, but whatever. We're going to say you've got another level 5 stack, you hard drop Angelwomon, this is just one route by the way, hard drop Angelwomon. The other level 5 sees the play, so you get the Alliance. This Angelwomon allows you to evolve into a level 6 without paying the cost. That evolve lets Angelwomon give it Alliance again, so you've got 2 Alliance ticks, plus the Inherit Alliance. You can then swing with said level 6, as long as it's either got Rush or its valid attack, of course. Alliance, Alliance, Alliance. And then its own check, so that's 4 checks. If you had the Garuda, that's 5 checks. If you're in Metal Garurumon, you can play out another body. if you're in WarGreymon, you're deleting another body, but we'll get into them in a second. But this combo piece is just utterly insane in my eyes. It allows for so much potential, and it allows to push the deck a lot quicker and a lot faster, which again it needs, like I spoke about with the level 4s. The deck just feels a little bit too slow otherwise. Second to last, of course, is Lilymon from ST21. A lot of people run this at maybe a 3 or a 4 of, however I've kind of settled on a 2 because I'm running the 2 Zudomons. Lilymon, suspend all of your opponent's 5,000 or lower Digimon, then for every 2 colours of your Tamers, return one of the suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. The returning the suspended Digimon is not limited to DP, level, whatever. It is just for every 2 colours of your Tamers. Does not matter what Tamers. And to me, it's just not as great as Zudomon. I get your bottom decking, so you're kind of removing it from play until they cycle back to it. But Lilymon is very useful in that sense. Moving on to our final level 5, of course, is the WarGreymon. To one of your opponent's Digimon, de-digivolve 1 for every 2 of your Tamer's colours. Yeah, not much else to say. Like, if you can't find the Zudo, if you can't find the Lily, especially if your opponent's Digimon can't be bounced to hand or deck, you're kind of just going to want to de-digivolve them in the case of slowing them down, making them a lot weaker than they need to be. So, not too much else to add there. De-digivolve gets around a lot of other bits, and there's barely any de-digivolve protection still in the game. Onto our 6s, we are running 2 ST20 WarGreymon Ace. I am not running the promo WarGreymon. I think it is a bait, and nobody should run it in my opinion, but that's just me. Hey, what can I say? That's the old MiniKill guarantee. Blast Digivolve, we already know what that does in this day and age. On play when digivolving, until your opponent's turn ends, for every 2 colours of your Tamers, this Digimon effect, their Digimon effects don't affect one of your Digimon. So you're kind of giving Digimon effect protection to 1 or 2, hopefully 2, of your Digimon. And then when digivolving, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon. Cool, deletion, protection, everything everybody wanted in a WarGreymon basically, right? However, we're only running him at 2 because he's not as good as WarGreymon Ace. Hand counter, we know what that does. On play when digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck. For every 2 colours your Tamers have, add 1 to the level of the effect. So kind of really you're looking at bottom decking a level 6 more often than not. When attacking, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. Advancing board state. Here's the combo. WarGreymon, swing, play Birdramon or Togemon, evolve into your level 5, get the effect, which could be security attack +1, off of the Gurudamon. Could be another evolve on the Androwamon. If you're running the Mega Kabuteri, you unsuspend. Mega Kabuteri is pretty valid, however I don't like it as much personally. Advance Alliance, however many times you want. Well, however many times you have, of course. But this card, 12k, plus any inherits, which will probably be like a what? 2k, so maybe 13, 14k, more often than not. Wonderful card. Bandai did good with this card. Definitely made it so that WarGreymon is going to be coming back. Probably a little bit, not massively. Not as much as All Force is going to be coming back in BT22, but that's a talk for another day. But no, the adventure deck, very nice. Onto the Tamers, I'm running one of the red-yellow Sora and Kari. All of the adventure Tamers will reduce cost when you were to play an adventure Digimon by 1 by suspending it. Some of them give certain effects, however, this Sora and Kari give you +1 memory at the start of main phase if you have an adventure Digimon. Same goes for the Joe and Mimi, which is blue-green. You then have the Tai and Izzy, which is black and green, which gives all of your adventure Digimon blocker. You then also have the purple and yellow Matt and TK, which is giving all of your adventure Digimon rush. All of your level 5 or higher adventure Digimon rush. Very nice. That is of course a 1 of red-yellow Sora Kari. 2 blue-green Joe Mimi, 1 black-green Izzy and Ty, and then 3 purple-yellow Matt and TK. We're then finally running 3 of the secret rare white Ty Kamiya. Memory setter, of course. Your turn when one of your Digimon attacks by suspending this tamer gain 1. Very, very generic. But the main effect is you may play 1 adventure or hero trait card from your hand with a play cost of 2 from your hand without paying the cost. For each of your tamer's colours, add 1 to the effect's play cost maximum, then return this tamer to the bottom of the deck. Cool. So like we were saying earlier, if you have like 2 of the adventure tamers down, so let's say you have a Matt and TK and a Ty and Izzy, that is 4 different colours, so you're adding 4, and then the white Ty himself, so you're adding 5 additional play cost to the Digimon that you can play, which that is what, a play cost of 7? Oh, that can play one of the aces, which is insane. This Ty can just play one of the aces for free. I don't know why you would, I'll be honest, because I guess there's no reason to not, actually. Yeah, but yeah, like everything in here is below 7 play. There's 7 play cost or less, so as long as you have 5 colours on deck, you're going to be good. Onto the options. The best option in the game, in my opinion, are Courage United. Main effect is to draw 2, then place this in the battle area. All turns, when any of your level 5 or higher Digimon would leave the battle area, delay. By trashing this card, we already know what that does, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with the adventure trait from your hand without paying the cost. Cool, so your level 5 leaves. Oh, I'm just going to play out a level 5. I thought it was play a level 4 or lower, which then I was like, oh, this card is kind of not that great. Then somebody pointed out to me that it says play 1 level 5 or lower. You can play, for example, the Birdra back out and just evolve into the 5. Okay, cool, very nice. Or you could just straight play your level 5 back to the board. Play a Lilymon, for example. Play the WarGreymon, for example. It's good. It's real good. It's a very, very good card. Great protection. And if you have 2 of these on deck when one of your 5 leaves, you can just proc both of them at the same time. Wow. Resolve one, resolve the other. Very nice. But then, of course, we do have the Adventure Memory Boost. I'm still running 2 of these because it's just nice to be able to search top 3, pull a piece you need, and then gain memory next turn. That's all it is. It's called Believe in Our Friendship, but I call it Adventure Memory Boost because that's exactly what it is, right? And that's kind of what I've settled on Adventure. There are lots of tweaks and lots of new cards coming out that we are excited to see how it plays. For example, we have the Metal Greymon Alterius mode, which goes over a Metal Greymon or a Greymon. And that's gonna affect the game a little bit, but I don't think Adventure is gonna run it as a 4, for example. I don't think that means that we're gonna say shift off of the Garuda to simply run Metal Greymon. I don't think we're gonna sacrifice. We could probably sacrifice Kabuteri for more Greymon, or even Garurumon, because there's also the WarGreymon Sagittarius mode, I think it is. But we can't really predict where it's going to go yet. Now that we're unified with Japan, we can't rely on Japan to show us a meta as such. So it's going to be a lot of research, there's going to be a lot of sciencing, a lot more than it was already. And I'm excited to see what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below what your plans are for the adventure deck in the future. As of right now, I'm going to get the heck out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.